If you're looking to rob me, I'm afraid I have nothing of value. I'm merely out here searching for my grandfather, Keldnir. Yes, he used to visit these ruins once or twice a year, on what he said were academic pilgrimages. He would be gone for a few days, then return looking tired but satisfied. It's been 3 weeks since we saw him last. This is Labyrinthian, an ancient city from the First Era. I don't know what my grandfather's interest in it is, but I've heard terrible sounds coming from within. You seem sturdy. Might I request your aid in looking for him? Thank you for accompanying me. I will feel better having someone by my side while I search for my grandfather. We should head inside whenever you're ready. Of course. Ask me anything you wish. It's the least I can do in exchange for your help. No. I am a priestess of Kine. I weave a bit of clever magic to change my shape, but I would appreciate it if you kept that to yourself. I've been studying owls lately. They are so beautiful in flight. They are one of my favorite forms to take. No, many in my order would frown on it. We Nords have a fraught relationship with magic, but I feel such a sense of communion when I take flight. Feeling the wind rustle through my feathers, it's as if Kine and I are dancing. No. The rune god Juno bears the aspect of the owl, but I doubt Kine minds. Hawk or owl, my heart belongs to her. Grandfather Keldnir is a kind, gentle man. My parents died when I was very young, so he brought me with him to live in the temple. He taught me many things about the beauty of the world and the majesty of Kine. I admire him very much. I don't know. I want to believe that, but he's 83 years old, and his health has waned in the last few months. I'd already made peace with the idea that I may lose him soon, but I didn't think it would be in a place like this. Grandfather! No! Oh, Grandfather, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. May Cain carry his spirit to soften God. Did you find something? What was he even doing here? What do you mean? He never mentioned anything like that to me. Cain's gift, Grandfather. Had I known, had anyone at the temple known, we would have aided you in this. Extremely. And if my grandfather is dead, that means the seal is no longer protected. Someone might be trying to release Morokwe as we speak. Are you with me still? We must seek out these warding flames and make sure they're lit. Thank you for taking on this new task. Had I known how dire the situation was, I would have brought more priests. We need to find the braziers, and quickly. They must be spread about the ruin. Someone else has been here. Another extinguished flame. killed my grandfather must also be responsible for extinguishing these flames. There is one more flame to light. It must be within the ruin interior somewhere.
Isolde,
what are
my
you doing
little
here?
owlet.
What's happened to
Your
you?
grandfather was right. Come closer. I do not have much time left. Kain's wards have been dismissed. If Morokay's wrath breaks loose from this place, Skyrim will fall to ruin. You must stop this from happening. Reignite the warding flame inside Morokay's final resting place. Once it is lit, you must seal the tomb itself. But be wary, we are not alone in here. The dragon priest did not orchestrate this himself. A necromancer, one with strength the likes of which I have never faced. But all his power will not help him if Morokay emerges from his tomb. The dragon priest will consume him. And then the world. I beg you, please, stop this from happening. Good. You must not let Morokay escape. Stop this madness before it can begin. If only I had been strong enough. And please, keep Isolde safe. Ensure she will see this journey through to its end. She is the future. The protector.
Rest in glory, Yharnam. I will finish what you and my grandfather started. I swear it! We have to reignite this last one. This flame, it's wrong. We may be too... I don't understand. We lit all of the flames, but this one glows blue as a Draugr's heart. It shouldn't look like this. Did we miss something? Then they might be close to achieving their goal. We can't let that happen. We have to go to the source, Muroke's tomb. That's where we will find the monster responsible for this. I know it. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
killing those who stand in my way. You will not stop me from taking the Dragon Priest's power!
Grandfather, you bastard! We did it! Murakay is entombed once more. Now, let's get out of here. It's done. My grandfather's so-called pilgrimage. It was a tale made up to explain all of this. To keep Morake sealed away. If only he would have told me sooner. I could have helped. I could have saved him and Yarnum. I will fulfill my grandfather's wish and take up the mantle he entrusted to me. Morake must never be allowed to escape this tomb. I learned a great deal watching you fight. When the time comes again, I will be ready. Thank you for everything. I think I still need some time to come to terms with everything. This was a great deal to take on at once. I feel tired. Older. No, even though I want to be. Anger would be easier. Maybe that will come later. Grief is a strange thing, isn't it? I know my grandfather was just trying to protect me for as long as he could. He always looked out for me. For a bit, yes. I think I need to be alone with my thoughts. I will find my way back safely enough. Kyne is with me. May she always be with you.
What is it?
Careful not to disturb the fish, stranger. Hard enough to catch them as is. And even when I manage, they get stolen anyway. I'm sick of feeding thieves. I can barely feed my family. Yes, that's mine. Ugh, smells awful. Looks like something may have swallowed it. I guess that was the point, eh? Where did you find it? I'd hoped it was a wild animal. I'm sorry for whoever it was, but I didn't have a choice. My family is the most important thing to me. I won't let them starve while some thief makes off with a full belly. Yes, I do. Thanks to you. You've likely ensured my family will survive the winter. Thank you. Here, take this. I know it's not much, but I can't let you walk away empty-handed. Thanks again, friend. You've given me a sliver of hope in these dark times. I can't wait to get out on the water again. I'm much more inclined to fish now that I know I get to keep what I catch.
Wolf attacks? Word of warning. Don't wander around the outskirts of Morthal if you can avoid it. Something evil stalks the hills. Make no mistake. That's what they're saying down at the tavern. Ghosts appearing from snowstorms. Undead attacks on the road. Just as I left, a group of farmers came into town shouting about skeleton wolves. These woods are cursed. Headed towards the middle of town seeking help, last I saw. Lady Ninetha usually assists the wounded after animal attacks. But she can't handle something unnatural like this on her own. If you're willing, maybe you could offer some help? I'm sure she'd appreciate your assistance. As for me, I'm getting as far from here as possible until this blows over. Hopefully this blows over soon so I can come back. I prefer Morthal when it's quiet. She is Jarl Redhand's wife, but that doesn't really describe everything she does for Morthal. She watches over people here, sorts out disputes, makes sure people get help when injured, that sort of thing. Hopefully she figures this all out.
What?
Wolves of ice and bone attacked
The
Broom.
rubes and oafs that reside in this town see spooks under every fish barrel. Normal animal attacks become works of supreme evil in their minds. My husband and I have too much on our plate to spend time investigating every wolf bite. I couldn't get much out of Brune, but it seems wolves attacked Havel's farm over to the west. He claims the beasts were only bones and covered in ice. I'm not inclined to believe him. People here tend to view the truth through their mead. Wolf packs do roam around the outskirts of town. Occasionally they snatch away a chicken or a goat. But attacking groups of people is unusual. Tell you what, could you go to the farm and get the truth? There would be coin in it for you. Excellent. The people of Morthal are basically good. They just let their imaginations run wild. Learning the truth of this attack could help curb any future issues with the wolves. I'll check on Brune at the tavern. His shivering concerns me. Oh, one can't live in this world without encountering a stray specter. Seeing chains drop from the sky changes what we accept as normal. And magic impacts all our lives, of course. Let's say I'm skeptical. The people of Morthal spend their days fishing, cutting logs, and drinking. They don't leave town, and outsiders don't visit. Spreading wild tales is what passes for entertainment here. Last week, Bandor accused Invisible Reeker of stealing his beard comb. The mill ceased operation completely while the town searched for holes in the ground where they might be hiding. We found it in the stables where he'd been grooming the horses. Indeed. I am proud to call him my husband. Without his strength, this town would certainly fall apart. When I arrived in Morthal for our wedding, I believed my life was over. But Redhard made us a fine home here, for which I am grateful. Gods, no. I hoped my diction would show that. Perhaps I've lived here long enough to adopt their backwards speech. I came from Solitude originally. My father was a wealthy merchant who needed access to Morthal's lumber. Thus, my wedding.
Hey, you! Come over here before those zombies get you! Are you mad? Don't step foot anywhere near that farm. Those bone wolves will rip you apart limb from limb. They turned everyone there into zombies. By Moloch's nethers, what else would you call them? Felt like just a normal day of working the field. Then a freak storm blows in. Heard whispers on the wind and saw a woman's ghost in the snow. That's when the beast swarmed from nowhere. Anyone brought down by wolves turned. Their skin shriveled and froze before my eyes. Then they attacked me. People I've known for years. Havel, the guy who owns the farm, holed up in the house. Could you check on him? I'm worried for his safety. Still think you're mad, but I appreciate that you're willing to check on Havel. He's a grumpy old coot, but he doesn't deserve whatever this is. You'll need a key to the house. One of the farmhands should have one, if you can take it from them.
Who is that? If you came to eat me, you better turn right around. What are you doing in my house? First, all my workers rot away into monsters because of frozen skeleton wolves. And now strangers are traipsing about my home? You saw those creatures in the field. If I leave, they'll make me like them. I have all I need in here to hold out until they are gone. Besides, I'm not ready to see who's waiting for me out there again. I saw the spirit of someone we thought disappeared years ago. The Jarl and Lady's daughter Freywin. They never talk about it. Too painful, I suppose. I guess she died if that's her ghost who brought these cursed wolves on us. No clue why she'd bring this upon us. Freywin always loved visiting the farm. Actually, there's someone who might know about Freywin's fate. A clever woman who speaks with spirits named Old Mjolnir. Perhaps you could ask her to help fix all this. Her hut lies to the northeast. She is a strange one for sure, always stealing my chickens for her unnatural magics. But she's the only one who understands the ways of ghosts. In the meantime, I'm going to stay right here until this all blows over.
Can I feed the chickens, Havo?
Of course, my dear. Go ahead and grab some seed.
Another traveler approaches. Come, warm yourself. Visitors come so rarely to visit this old woman, but fate has a way of making one suddenly useful. Well, get close to the fire. Warm up. Pose your question. Wondered when they would send someone. Though an outsider surprises me. Yes, I know the fleshless fools. But a ghost of young Freywin? Disturbing. I may have answers for this haunting, but I'll need cursed specimens to study. You will get them. Blood and tissue. Tear some decayed skin off an affected person and scrape dried blood from a cursed wolf. Bring me these things so I can understand what kind of magic we're dealing with. I fear there is more to Freywin's haunting than we realize. Good. Go on. Return here when you have the samples. A simple ritual will provide the details we seek. In the meantime, I'll consult my notes about Freywin's disappearance. Because I'm smarter than most Nords? I jest. People from the north fear magic. Don't understand it? Must be dangerous. They believe my power comes from that trickster Shore. If he was so clever, then I must be too. At least as Nords see it. Out of sight, out of mind. The fools believe they can ward off magic's consequences by pushing it away. And yet I'm the first person they visit when someone gets sick, or they think they see Daedra. I did. She was beloved by the whole town, even those of us pushed to the edges. Her disappearance hit hard, and the circumstances... well... No, I will not tell you what is not yours to know. At least until I can see what causes these attacks. Come back with the samples and you may learn more. Now, where did I put those rune stones? Such sloppy magic. Untrained. The scent of death enters my nose. Your time with the cursed creatures has marked you. Let's hope not permanently. While you hunted, my studies proved fruitful. You have the blood and skin I require. They will complete my understanding. Yes, these will do nicely. Fresh, intact, thrumming with magic. This shall make the ritual easy. They have an icy burn to the touch. Hope they weren't too much trouble. Perhaps those walking corpses willingly gave up their skin? Many things. Is this a spell or a curse? Where does it get its power? Magic holds unique patterns, like footprints in the snow. If it's known to me, perhaps you can track the source. But first, I must extract this knowledge. Good. I won't be but a moment. Just as I feared. Come, listen to a tale. The ritual bears out my fears. I recognize the curse corrupting life around Morthal. Years ago, a death mage named Maxton killed a group of town guards at Kienstag Ruins. The same magic she used then now animates these undead. All I know are whispers. They say Maxton kidnapped Freywin and forced her into the ruins. Naturally, the Jarl dispatched the guards to rescue his daughter. But just as they arrived, a tempest of ice arose that froze the soldiers where they stood. Vanished, until now, it seems, though the link between Freywin's ghost and this curse still remains unclear. To find a cure, I need Maxton's original spell. Go east to the ruins. Retrieve anything that could reveal the nature of her work. Good. Meet me in Morthal with what you find. I wish to examine the wounds made by these undead. And take this rune. It bears an enchantment that will ward you from the curse's worst effects. At least, temporarily. Interesting. Even as a child, Freywin wandered outside Morthal to visit her people. She would come to my hut without fear. I would prepare her rabbit stew as we discussed her life. She told me once that Hovel's farm brought her great joy. An excellent question. So many of the answers elude me for now. With any luck, you will know more once we meet again.
sure about this, my love. What if something goes wrong? Absolutely. I've researched this ritual for years. I just need your help. These ruins. Explain why you're following me. Who are you? And why do you pursue me? First at Havel's farm, and now you emerge unscathed from these accursed ruins. If Maxton sent you to bring me back to her, I won't go. Everyone should just stay away before I kill them as well. No, I still live. For now. The curse I carry will kill me soon enough. I only hope to die close to home. I didn't want to destroy any more lives, or watch memories from my life resurrected to taunt me. Its power grows as it feeds off my life energy. The curse ends once I am gone. I only wish I could say goodbye to my parents. I know it is not my place to ask favors, but could you bring my mother a message? Tell her I'm sorry for everything. Thank you, stranger. Please bring her this locket so she knows the message is from me. Tell Mother not to worry. There's a place I love nearby where I can watch the good people of Morthal live their lives. I can be happy there in my final moments. Oh yes, she was. I loved her dearly, and I truly believe Maxton loved me back. When she realized she'd accidentally cursed me, she swore to find a cure. But as time went on, growing her necromantic power became her only interest. I wish this news surprised me. After I left to come home, I feared Maxton would no longer reign in her desire for power. Her ambition attracted me when we first met. Over time, she grew increasingly fixated. Eventually, I no longer recognized her. Is that what they say? No. I willingly joined her ritual, which makes me just as guilty for all this death. Maybe I should have convinced her not to chase so much power. We might still be together then.
What do you want?
Can you help him, witch? Good, you're back.
Rots his
Old
flesh.
Mjolnir told me of your discovery at the farm. She believes that Freywin's ghost somehow heralds this curse. I held out hope of her survival for years. Perhaps finally knowing her fate brings some relief despite it all. Still alive? I can't believe it. After all these years, Freywin finally comes home and you tell me she's dying? Why would she have you deliver this locket? I must see her. There is so much to say. Where is she? Take me to her. Is that by the water where the boats dock? Or perhaps her bedroom where she watched people from the window? The tree! Oh, Freywin, that old tree in the forest above Morthal. She would spend hours there. We must go now. But you survived? Oh, the clever woman protected you. Speak with old Njolen, please. She knows so much more about magic than anyone in Morthal. There must be something that can cure my daughter. Thank you. I need a moment to process everything you told me. And hold on to the locket. I refuse to take it while there's still hope to keep Freywin alive.
So you found Freywin alive, did you? An unexpected but welcome turn of events. We may yet be able to save her. What did you bring me from the ruins? I must know more about the necromancer's plans. Let me see. Awful. The fantasies of a child. Playing with magic like this invites danger. The energies at the ruins surely overwhelmed her. But this shard... Tell me, did Freywin explain the visions of her ghost to you? Yes, this is what I needed to know. Maxton's ritual consumed the spirits in the ruins. She wished to gain power by absorbing their memories. Freywin's curse drains her life energy, then manifests it as her own memories. This is how we cure her. By flooding her with her own life force, we can burn out the curse. Give me her locket. Ah, yes. It hums with emotional power. Once attuned, you can absorb Freywin's memories into it. Fill it with her energy so we may rescue her from death. Good. Here is the locket. Ninetha mentioned 2 places Freywin enjoyed. The docks and her bedroom. You may find manifestations there. When you're done, meet me back here at the tavern. Then we'll proceed. Ah, well, you see, back in the... Actually, no. Perhaps that secret should fade into dust. These events show that those ruins best remain undisturbed.
Hello, stranger.
I loved exploring. I can't wait to do it again.
This is taking longer than I planned.
This locket, wasn't this yours?
Yes, darling. And now it's yours. Keep it close to your heart.
Quickly, to me! Our time is short. Your return may be too late. Lady Ninetha ran off to meet Freywen at the trees she described. She wanted to be with her before the end. If we don't act quickly, she will die. Were you successful in obtaining the memories? Then we can put an end to this tragedy. But we must act now. Go! Join them at the large tree overlooking Morthal to the east. I will meet you after I prepare. Bring it with you. As my ritual to cure Freywen culminates, you must hold the locket before you. Her life energy will rush into her, and the curse should break. I warn you, this may be painful for her, but it is necessary. When you arrive, wait for me. Do not let them do anything rash. I will not be long. Do this and Morthal will be rid of this curse forever. Now hurry!
Mother, you can't be here. It will kill you.
Freywen, I thought you died. I can't leave you, even if it kills me.
It's already killing you. Please, get away from me. Mother, no!
Ninetha? Oh no, we must act quickly. Use the necklace on my command.
Ah! It burns! Mother!
Hurry! Use the necklace. Release the energy within.
What's happening?
You did it. I can't believe it. You brought my Freywen back to me. Thank you. I have so many questions for her. And the Jarl, he still doesn't even know. We must... Please, give me a moment. I think so. I could feel my skin freeze over. For a brief moment, I thought the end was upon me. All I wanted was for Freywen to know she wasn't alone. I don't know, truly. Freywen's return will raise many questions in Morthal. The Jarl and I must discuss what to say, if we say anything at all about what happened here. I promised you payment at the beginning of this. Here, I am deeply grateful. Freywin, are you all right?
Am I? Mother, I thought I'd killed you.
I would never leave you. It's over now.
Rest. Then we shall return to town. You two have much to discuss.
Harvest. Another fruitful harvest. They answer the call. One type remains. The ritual will continue. This reliquary is nearly filled. Your soul. is not the end. I swear to you, my sister's sacrifices will not be in vain.
The skies seem clearer to me, though my eyes aren't what they used to be. Report. Of course you did, young blood. I never had a doubt. You've earned your reward and some rest. I expect to see you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when these coven witches rear their ugly heads again. Now that the hell storms are clear, what the swords of solid...
She's crazier than a cat on skooma.
Where is that half-witted pauper? He's trying to skeet out of the deal.
Stop right there, criminal!
What do you want?
Wasting time is an important part of life.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn-room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
You look like you had a rough expedition, friend. But we in the Undaunted don't sign up to sit on cushions and drink mead, do we? Mordra can answer that better, and probably more to the point than I can. Basically, we're adventurers. You look like you'd fit in well. You've got that fearless look about you the Undaunted are known for.
I have a long...
I can't believe the Jarl's daughter is back. She's grown so much, hasn't she?
She appears in good health and unharmed. I wonder where she was all this time.
Among Cornwood. You cannot quell the storm. The other storms. You won't live to see them.
All's quiet in solitude. Of course you did, young blood.
I only accept victory or death, and you're still breathing. What do you have to report? Gervar will be grateful to have his goats back, but you'll have more than a goat herd's thanks for dealing with those werewolves. Left unchecked, their pack would grow, and they'd make bolder attacks than simple goat snatching. Here's your pay. The Swords of Solitude are grateful for your assistance. We'll make use of the orcs near Mor Kazgor, hold tests of strength to find worthy leaders. The victors often go on to rule clans or lead armies. Unfortunately, right now the orcs are only hurling accusations, but soon, be quick and be victorious.
What is it?
Tusking Scrag. He wouldn't last 2 swings against me if he fought fair. Have you got an army with you? That's what it'll take. Scrag's got dozens of honorless bastards willing to beat, poison, or kill anyone who threatens him. I should know. If you can call it that. Got waylaid by his round-toothed lackeys heading into the Circle of Champions. Had 2 broken ribs, 3 smashed fingers, and a poisoned gut wound before I even raised a weapon to him. I made my challenge. Wasn't going to sully my honor by backing down, and I damn well wasn't going to let that Tusking cheat kill me. So here I am. Busted, but not broken. Hope you fare better.
Allow yourself some rest. The divines are watching over us.
What's the word on the task I gave you? Is Skyrim a little safer today? Haha! This should appease the orcs of Mor Khazgor. They can embrace Greg's defeat without considering it a slight on their honor. Hopefully the next champion is less controversial. Here's something. Try not to celebrate too enthusiastically.